When you hold a feeling, you know the kind, the one that plays, scrapes, scratches, cuts deep inside the mind. It doesn't really matter how long you hold it in. It bites, stings, squirms, crawls, itches in your skin. Feelings deep within, words that aren't spoken. Feelings get denied, afraid to stay real. Too many tears I cry. We try to bury the hard truth, hiding from the lost youth, buried in the past. Secrets, they won't last, always trying to hide. Didn't know how to confide. What's been weighing heavy in your heart? Poison in the mind, resistance, and it may not like it, we may hate it. Now wanna hear it, speak it, tell it, you wanna make it kind. Finding all the words that you needed to express. Gonna trip, flip the script, get it messy, break a sweat as you confess, Words that weren't spoken, the mask you wore to hide, afraid to show what's real, wipe away tears you cry. You cry. Time to speak the hard truth, hiding from the lost youth, buried in the past. Secrets, they won't last, always trying to hide. Oh, don't know how to confide. It's the hardest thing to do, to express the real in you. Completely spin from the fight. It's time to do what's right and tell the hard truth, hiding from the lost youth, buried in the past. Secrets, they won't last, always trying to hide. Didn't know how to confide. Didn't know how to confide.
Hey, this is Brindlewolf. You're listening to Rise Awakenings, part of the Rise Radio Network where advice meets action, with programs to spark your growth, lift your spirits, and help you rise into your potential. Rise Awakenings, hear the call. Through the static, we break the wall. Your station, your voice where dreams awaken and climb. Rise Awakenings, now is the time. Rise Awakenings, let's rise together.
It's Brindlewolf and Diane, so listen up if you can. Yeah, journey with them
Welcome
today.
to the first episode
They help you
of
find
Phoenix
your
Talks,
way.
a podcast
Oh.
that Diane and I are going to be bringing
Mental
to you.
wellness is the
And we're going to be
topic of
talking
the hour.
about
Mental
various
health
different
and the
topics
power
that we
to tap
can
into
decide
our
we're going to talk about
alignments.
the most.
Will lead to our refinements. Phoenix Talks, a show like you've never seen. Phoenix Talks, awareness that has never been. Phoenix Talks with Brindlewolf and Diane. Phoenix Talks, so tune in if you can, as they help us to transform and find refuge from the storm. Because all the branches they will climb for you, just in the nick of time. With Brindlewolf and Diane, Phoenix Talks, so tune in if you can, as they help us to transform and find refuge from the storm. Because all the branches they will climb for you, just in the nick of time, because they have a lot to say. Yeah, you'll feel different in every way. Oh, in alignment they have flown. Your transformation will be shown. Phoenix Talks, a show like you've never seen. Phoenix Talks, awareness that has never been. Phoenix Talks with Brindlewolf and Diane. Phoenix Talks, so tune in if you can. With Brindlewolf and Diane. Phoenix Talks, so tune in if you can.
Opportunity comes knocking, wants to come in, resisting the change, don't know where to begin. Sitting in the silence, trapped in the tunnels of the mind, where life is stagnant, situations unkind. The heart may be restless, but comfort is there. A routine on repeat, not getting anywhere. Stuck in the limited, trapped in the reasons. Time keeps on moving, the changing of seasons. Awareness in the mind, following the heart, convincing the body to embrace a new start. Like an addict coming down, the body craves the next fix. So used to the stagnant, healing feels like a risk. It likes to hold on to everything known, even if a better way is shown. Nerves on alert, anxiety soars, increasing the fear to walk through the door. Stuck in the limited, trapped in the reasons. Time keeps on moving, the changing of seasons. Awareness in the mind, following the heart, convincing the body to embrace a new start. Stepping out of the comfort and everything known, relaxes the limited to find a new zone, expanding the chances for change to begin is the only way out, to let the new in. Get out of the limited, a new life is your reason. No more time wasted, not another season. The mind is aware, you can follow your heart. The body catches up, you embrace a new start. Embrace a new start. A new start. A new start.
Welcome everyone to Phoenix Talks.
Hello.
You just heard the newest song, "Let the New In," which is going
That
to
was
be
amazing.
thank you, which is going to be our topic for tonight. At least the topic title,
Yes.
anyway.
Well, this is your topic, Michka.
It actually wasn't
Oh,
my
it wasn't?
topic.
Oh, that's
No,
right. That's
no.
right. That's
It
right.
was as soon as we finished last week's episode, I heard my uncomfortable deck, the law of attraction oracle, the one that everybody who has ever had a reading from it runs from because it likes to point out the things that are the most uncomfortable. Oh wait. And this was the card that came out. Expansion.
Mm-hmm.
Your world is growing. Be open to new experiences and possibilities beyond your comfort zone. Say yes to a new opportunity today. Growth happens when you embrace the unknown. Or as the song said, a new start.
Yeah. There's a lot to talk about on this topic.
Oh, God, where to begin?
I think I'd like to start with what makes us uncomfortable and why.
Oh,
Which kind of,
so many things.
yes. So a lot of us here have been through a lot of trauma. So it shows up in ways in adulthood that are directly reflective of how you were made to feel uncomfortable in a lot of different circumstances or situations, usually revolving around you having needs, being funny, having joy, simple, everyday, normal things, seemingly trying new things, wanting to learn something new, exploring and experimenting with things in your environment, right? How many of us got completely shamed and demoralized and just it didn't go well. Let's just say that it didn't go well for us. So therefore now we associate exploring, being curious, expanding with extreme discomfort.
Yeah.
So let's start there.
So people have heard me talk about being addicted to misery.
Mm-hmm.
And part of what that means is you become so comfortable in the experiences, in the trauma, in what you're going through, in having to survive it, and having to live through it, that making a change, even a good one, terrifies people, throws them off balance, throws them off kilter.
Mm-hmm.
The fight or flight kicks in like, nope, no, that's too much for me to handle. I can't do that, because
Mm-hmm.
there's that underlying fear that has kept them in that comfort. And
Yeah.
the addiction to misery, that's a result of the chemicals. We've talked about this before. I will never not like talking about that aspect, because the chemicals that our body gets used to, when it doesn't receive those chemicals, it seeks for more. It seeks for more of the same. But what if more of the same was actually outside, just one step further out of your comfort zone?
Let's talk about our comfort zone for a second, because let's talk about what comfort and discomfort are referring to in different aspects.
Okay.
Because we get comfortable with being miserable and uncomfortable. That's not comfortable, but we get comfortable with that. And it's the mindsets and the beliefs. The idea of shifting and the new things are so insurmountable and so foreign that we end up staying comfortable in discomfort. So,
Right.
like, the real discomfort is the discomfort that's misaligned with you. If it's misaligned, it's really uncomfortable. Okay. We have to get really, really, really uncomfortable to want to make changes in our life, to want to do new things.
I call that the want to want.
Right. And it's all to avoid the slight discomfort you feel with the unknown of that new thing,
Right.
or the fear of the getting acclimated to that new thing, because you're waiting for, again, you're operating from that state of, well, what's going to happen next? The shoe's going to drop, this is going to happen, that going to happen. We're not allowing ourselves to embrace a minor inconvenient discomfort from learning something new, that awkwardness that we feel.
Yep.
So that is a direct result, that not willingness to put yourself in that slight discomfort as you're awkwardly learning something new directly comes from being mocked, shamed, ridiculed, dismissed, invalidated, whatever happened in your childhood.
Right.
I see some things are being pinned up here.
Yep.
Okay.
I actually, while we're still on this, I want to bring this up. Some people aren't addicted to the misery, but feel so detached from real life that the idea of doing something new or different is more fearful to them than not doing it. I don't know if that makes sense. It does.
It does. That's exactly.
And that's what we're talking about.
Yes. Exactly.
But the fear of doing something new or different is a result to, now this is just my take on it, this is my opinion. And you know what they say about opinions. So, but it's a result of being in that miserable situation and feeling that discomfort that you want to get away from.
So usually discomfort involves like how other people's perceive us, right? That's what I'm hearing, in what we're experiencing. From what you're saying, what we're experiencing is directly involving another human being.
Yeah.
And so it feels as though sometimes we don't want to be uncomfortable with learning new things, because that it's not a discomfort about learning something new or doing something new. The root of that discomfort comes directly from how someone treated you when you were doing things for yourself that were more aligned and being more authentically yourself. So that's the fear. So I feel like maybe we need to dispel that fear in everyone so that folks feel more courageous to take the path of the new and not sit in misery.
There's an interesting comparison that's coming to mind. I'm being shown a slide on a playground. When you were younger, the first time that you climbed that ladder, what'd you feel? When you got to the top of the ladder, especially if it was one of those tall aluminum slides. I know a lot of people here are old enough for those. And you look down, what'd you feel?
Mm-hmm.
There was that moment of anxiety of, oh, this is going to be fun. Well, roller coasters, rides. For many people who listen, the first time you got up to sing, those nerves that start to feel, okay? Those are the good, that's the good discomfort. That's what you want to feel, because that's the body gearing up to perform, to experience something new. There's a different kind of feeling, though, when it comes to trying something that's going to step away from what you're used to.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's going to mean new habit patterns, new habit forms, new routines, different ways of thinking, different ideologies. It may even test your abilities of knowledge and skill. And then there's that, because am I too old to do this? Do I have enough knowledge to do this? And here's where we're going to go back to that focus. How are they going to feel if I do this? And I've been hinting at this for a couple of weeks on Brindle's Vision, talking about ecology of decisions.
Go watch Brindle's Vision.
Because the ecology of a decision that you make on something that you want to do, something that you want to change, is it for the betterment of your entire situation or just you? Is it actually going to bring you happiness? Or are you just so fed up with what you're doing that this is the only thing that you can think of that's actually going to make you happy? That's ecology. And if you take a look at the whole picture, how's it going to affect your living, your relationships, your finances?
So I know that for a lot of us, being seen and being perceived leads to that rejection sensitive issue that we all have, and leads to the questioning ourselves and the invalidating ourselves and the shaming ourselves, because we just automatically go back into those spaces and places because we're expecting and requiring the validation and the approval of those around us. So I say, if there's rejection when you are presenting yourself authentically, you're misaligned. That's not for you. And I'm not talking about the pushback and the back and forth that might happen to get somebody to understand you where you're at, and then you can understand each other. I'm talking about rejection. That rejection is based on their limitations, their ideology, their thinking patterns, their mindsets. Has nothing to do with you, your worth, your value. And I think that in order for us to give ourselves the courage to move forward and do different things and learn new things and exercise our brains with all these new and having to think, outside the box. And it's scary because you've never been allowed to do that without getting shamed and mocked and ridiculed. Remove the piece about giving a fuck about other people's opinion of you. Become super sovereign and solid and fully self-accept every aspect of yourself. And it's okay to not have answers. And it's okay to not have it perfect right out the gate. And it's okay to stumble through things. That's the learning curve. That's the integration piece. The discomfort is the integration piece.
It's when you're forced to pivot.
Right. It's the pivot that's uncomfortable, and that learning curve that's uncomfortable. But that's the kind of uncomfortable you want to experience, because that's the kind that's going to help you build your confidence because you're doing it. It's going to teach you patience with yourself because you're giving yourself grace to do it and space to do it. It's going to give you gratitude for yourself because you're actually doing something for you that you enjoy and fulfilling your needs. So it's going to uplift you and expand you in the ways the song was talking about. Right?
Yeah.
Micah and I are going in our comfort out. We're uncomfortable right now. Let me try that again, because words.
Yeah.
Micah and I, and Micah doesn't know I'm saying this, so I'm just kind of throwing this out there. We're uncomfortable right now because Rise Radio Networks is evolving and expanding, and that means now that on Founders Day, we're having to see if we can ask for support, and that is so deeply uncomfortable. But we understand that's part of the growth and evolution of the radio station and as us as human beings, because we're never going to get anywhere if we're, it's coming
Right.
out and it's not going to happen right. So we have to do this in our discomfort.
And while you're talking about that, let's address this, because I know a lot of people for many years since Smule Radio began. Okay, it was a free thing for people to enjoy. They got on. They were invited into a group. That group had its own radio station, and people just submitted songs. The DJs played them. It was added to a loop. Done. Nothing else was asked. We're different. We're doing different things than any other platform like us.
Mm-hmm.
And in order for us to continue going and moving in the directions that we're moving into,
Mm-hmm.
we have to pivot. We have to get into that discomfort of,
Mm-hmm.
guys, we need your help.
Right. And And this is all like one giant experiment, and we ebb and flow and evolve with it and grow with it. Same with all the podcasts that's happening and all the radio shows that are happening. It's uncomfortable, but we're growing and we see it growing. We watch you grow with us, and it's so worth it to do what we do. Um, and so we're showing you that you got to do stuff out of your comfort zone. And there's
Right.
ways to do things that are going to help you succeed. So it's getting comfortable with knowing that you're going to feel awkward and you're not going to get it right. And you're not going to be okay. Everyone's not going to be okay with you. Being okay with all of that and getting comfortable with the idea, it's going to feel uncomfortable until you get used to it and then stop giving a fuck completely.
For the live chat, and if you're watching the replay on YouTube, you can answer in the comments as well. I'm curious, okay, to know how many people who are watching, either right now or in the future, had to feel a little bit of discomfort when they claimed authenticity, when they started to step into who they are and not what everybody expected them to be. How uncomfortable was that? I know my answer. I fucking hated it. It wasn't fun at all.
I think our expectations produce more discomfort. Release yourself from any and all expectations and judgments of what it is that you need to accomplish or try or experiment with, and just see what happens. As
Right.
long as we're not disrespectful towards one another. But yeah,
Right.
I would love to hear what the audience has to say.
They're all in agreement.
It's
Just-
terrifying. It's just like
Michael's raising every
Everything.
extremity he can. Bubblegutting's very so far, and I'm not fully there yet.
yes.
Hate it. It's terrifying. It is. It is. Because when you step out of your comfort zone, when you start to claim who the fuck you really are, you're going to find out almost immediately who's holding you back, who likes the old you, who likes where you're at, and is going to do everything that they can to keep you there. And if you don't budge and you keep moving forward, bye, they're going to leave. And that is one of the most terrifying parts of stepping into a new you, stepping into the real you,
Yeah.
and into out of your comfort zone, into something different.
And on that note, it is uncomfortable to lose people. It is uncomfortable when you recognize the truth that you weren't willing to open your eyes to before you became sovereign. So it is uncomfortable. Transitions are uncomfortable because they're awkward and you're in limbo and you're not sure what's happening. And it's an opportunity though for you. And this is that mindset shift. It's an opportunity for you to decide to just bring in curiosity, bring in that playfulness of a child that is just trying things because they're curious. Bring that into your own experience and allow yourself permission to grow in ways that you wouldn't have before because you provided limitations for yourself in whatever your endeavors were. So this time, see it as an opportunity to cherry pick what fits you instead of putting yourself into some box that somebody told you about. See what fits you without giving a fuck about somebody else's boxes. Because I really, and back to that whole like, yeah, we're going to lose people. When we start being ourselves more and start setting boundaries and start doing us, we're going to piss off a lot of people. That's just the way it goes. It goes that way because not everybody's where you're at. Not everybody has the capacity to grow. Not everybody wants to change. They like their miserable discomfort. They're very comfortable there. That's not taking them anywhere, and it's keeping you back. So let those folks go lovingly. Shift
It's
your.
like it's like that scene in The Matrix, if you've seen that movie, where one of the characters, I can't remember characters' names right off the top of my head. I remember Neo and that's it. But there's one of the characters who has been pulled from the Matrix, but he decides that he wants to make a deal because he likes to be able to eat steak. Remember that scene?
Yeah.
He went back to, and he knew what he was going into, but he went back to that because that meant he got to enjoy things, knowing they weren't real.
Mhm. This is a human experience. We're just figuring it out as we go, and we're seeing what feels right in our hearts. That's what we're doing. And sometimes, if you have a dream, if you have a vision, if you have an idea, and the voices around you in the form of other people and programming and family are telling you you can't do it and you're not enough and all these other negative things, then you're choosing to remain comfortable in that discomfort and that misery. Because the reality is that's not the truth. So the hard truth, I think that song was playing somewhere.
At the beginning. Yeah.
Yes.
I chose that specifically for the opening.
Yes. The hard truth. I'm bringing it in now.
By the way, there's a whole episode on that.
Yes.
But
Is that we do have to see reality for what it is and how it affects us and how it affects every single decision that we make. We're going to keep making decisions that are not healthy for us to stay in that discomfort so that we keep other people comfortable and less rejection happens. Fuck that. Fuck the situations. Get rejected and get comfortable with it because, quite frankly, it doesn't matter. The only opinion that actually matters is yours. The only experience that actually matters is the one that you create for yourself. So take that baby step. Take that baby step. Take a step, tiny step. You don't have to do the big thing. I think that's another thing that makes us more awkward is our mindset of, well, if I don't get it right out the gate, it's not good. No, there was 10,000 ways not to make a light bulb. I don't want to bring that up because it's,
oh, cliche.
But his lab assistant had to do it 10,000 times in order to see where, to figure out the right one.
What a nightmare.
I'm racking up a lot of coins today. It's going to be, that's my donation. Look, I'm donating to the station in my own very special way. Fuck it.
Just call me Melissa.
And for those who don't know, the running joke is because I like to curse and swear, and I know that doesn't seem polished, but whatever. And so like every time I curse, I have to give some money to the radio station as a donation.
I still hold on to the fact that some of the most intelligent people on the planet swear persistently. So fuck it. I'm sorry. Does it make you uncomfortable when we swear? Don't care. I do, but I don't.
So, what is something I want to ask the audience? What is something that you're individually uncomfortable with that you're experiencing that we can help you walk through and get through? And I've seen in there before somewhere about rejection, so that's why I brought it up because I saw it in the talk before.
Let's see. I pinned a few. Oh, let's talk about this one.
Okay, what do we got? Lately
it's not
for me,
flight, but fight.
Okay, that's an evolution. I'll take it because that means you're getting more of your voice back. Okay, I'm not going to say that's a bad thing right now. Sometimes you need to go through that whole from silence to speaking out and shocking the crap out of everybody from your speaking out. So I can't say that's a bad thing. I just say don't get stuck there.
Yeah, no.
Move
And
yourself through it.
here's something that a lot of people don't think of is that if you feel like you have to fight your way through to be heard all the time, that's fucking exhausting.
Yeah.
And it's feeding the problem sometimes. I'm not going to say that that's directly what's going on for you, Michelle, but when you feel like you have to fight all the time instead of, okay, fuck this, I'm not leaving anymore. I'm staying here and I'm standing my ground and you're going to hear what I have to say. Being direct, saying what it is that needs to be said. That's not fighting.
It's fighting for yourself. It's advocating.
It's advocating.
That's the good fight.
That word.
That's the righteous fight. Sometimes we need to get to the righteous fight before we can move past to not putting any credence or weight or energy into what they're saying because they don't align.
Right. Right.
Takes time and practice.
And one of these days you'll get sick and tired of being sick and tired and fighting. And be like, I'm done. I've said what I need to say.
Yeah.
Done.
But in the beginning, it might sound forceful. I'm seeing somebody saying, trying not to speak out forcefully. It may sound forceful because that's the awkward part. That's the uncomfortable awkwardness of learning how to communicate. And it's directly tied to your emotional connection to that and attachment to that scenario. So as you recognize that, you ain't got to be emotionally attached to that situation, you can speak a lot more matter-of-factly, a lot more calmly, a lot more truth, relevance, respect, sometimes kindness, most of the times kindness. And it takes time, and that awkwardness takes multiple opportunities to practice, meaning you're going to get triggered a shit ton of more times. That's a nice way of saying you're going to keep getting triggered until you've made complete peace with those things.
Right. And Michael chooses when to fight. But most of the time he just walks away.
Spirit radio is playing, you got to know when to hold them.
And while this is funny, I like this one too. All right. My uncomfy is this sir flops a lot in the face. The foot stays swollen and I'm not able to do what I want to, like going on walks and stuff. I'm tired of being stuck in my room. All right. The reason that I wanted to bring that up is because there are times that when we don't listen, when we aren't paying attention, and meanwhile, we've put out the intention, we've said the prayers, we've lit the candles, we've lit the sage, we've done the rituals, and then we expect it to be done for us. Meanwhile, we're just flouncing about, ungrounded, going about our day, not paying attention, and oh, you want it to be grounded? Oh, okay, all right. Oh, I'm so sorry. We got confused. I thought you wanted something else. We tried to give it to you. We tried to put it in your line of sight, but you were so ungrounded and you were doing all of these other things. And I'm not just talking to Stephanie because I know a lot of people can relate to this one right now. Because all of these other problems are being shoved on them, thrown on them, and they're having to clean up other messes because they weren't being true to what they asked for. Right?
Are you taking care of your own needs first? That's my question. Because if you're not taking care of your own needs first, even in the smallest, tiniest step and amount, but I'm getting myself back to normal. I've been in pain for months now. Y'all know that. I am doing this most gentle, loving, easy movements every single day. And I notice every single day, those easy, gentle, loving movements go a little bit further, a little bit further, a little bit further, as long as I'm doing them. And I also notice that if I get taken away from it, I revert back. So consistency helps. And that's for everyone, including myself. Okay? Just the most minimal thing you can do makes a big difference. Don't dismiss anything. Yes, it's uncomfortable physically, emotionally, because it's exhausting when you're working through the pain of the movement, even if it's gentle, when you have body issues like we do. But if you do a tiny piece at a time and get comfortable with breathing into the discomfort of the pain, right? And I'm not saying to hurt yourself or know what you're doing and make sure you're doing it within the parameters. You know your own body, but get comfortable in the discomfort. Have support for yourself, whether it's rubber bands, pillows, whatever. I don't know what you're doing. You make it comfortable for yourself. You're still going to be uncomfortable because you're in pain. You can't take away that pain. Like, it doesn't magically disappear like that. It's a process. But get uncomfortable with being uncomfortable in that instance to do what you got to do. Who else?
And while I'm talking directly to Stephanie, I'm also talking to everybody else at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
In those moments where you have been, where you experience pain, you're not able to get the things done that you want to be able to get done. And it has created new routines, new habits, other situations, because you can't do what you've normally done. Are you celebrating the change? Are you acknowledging what you are getting accomplished, or are you focused on what you're not? Because if you're focusing on what you're not getting accomplished, all the things that you are mean shit.
Yeah.
That's harsh, but it's true. So start looking at the things you have done. That's uncomfortable for a lot of people. Celebrate it. Throw a little party right before you go to bed.
Celebrating is also uncomfortable for a lot of people. We got to do it all.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, how silly would you feel? Yes, I got this accomplished today before you go to bed. I mean, especially if you have anybody else in the house, they'd be like, and you're like,
and who cares if you do?
Right.
If they choose to be miserable in their own company, why take that on for yourself? Even when they're verbally attacking or whatever they're doing with you, that's just them doing their thing. Don't receive it. Don't accept it. Block it energetically, block it mentally, block it emotionally. Don't allow that to affect you, because right now what you're doing is taking it personally and taking it to heart as if that person has all the answers about who you are, what you are, how you feel, what time you go to the bathroom. It's ridiculous. Stop giving someone else so much power and control over you and your emotions, period. It doesn't matter who they are. That doesn't mean that they know you like you know you.
Right.
So I'd rather you be uncomfortable with allowing yourself to be aligned with who you truly are so that you can alleviate that discomfort. Just be you. Who cares?
I think we have to give them a homework assignment again that we've given. We did this a couple years ago, but I think they need this one again.
Okay.
What do you love about yourself? Write it down. What do you love about yourself? And not what you do for others. You cannot include what you do for others. I love that I'm able to do all of this for other people and still manage to. No. Nope. What do you love about you? Do you love songs that you produce? Do you love art that you produce? Do you like poetry that you write?
Do you like that you're a safe person? Do you like that you're kind and a good listener? Do you like that you do things for yourself to take care of your needs? If you're cringing at any one of these, in what areas can you give yourself more love and attention and make yourself slightly uncomfortable with doing new things that are in alignment with loving yourself more deeply?
And if you think we're going off topic and I just made you uncomfortable, we are so not going off topic.
We want to be
because this is a new experience. How many people actually get asked, what do you love about yourself? When do you get asked that? And do you feel comfortable? Are you able to answer that comfortably? Or do you trip? I even trip up over that question. Mm-hmm. Hey, Michael, what do you love about yourself? And all of a sudden, I'm Porky fucking Pig. So
I'm putting this up here. Oh, wait, no, not that one. That's the wrong one. I meant this one. I love this. Creative mind, kind, empathetic, curiousness. I absolutely love that. Lean into that for yourself. Lean into those exact things to get yourself through the awkwardness of pivoting, the discomfort of pivoting.
She must have known you were going to say that, because $20 appeared in the chat right before you even got it out of your mouth.
I'm telling you. But the homework is definitely asking yourself all of those questions, and really listening and observing yourself and seeing, in what ways do I make myself uncomfortable by giving into making others comfortable? In what ways do I limit myself because learning something is uncomfortable? In what ways do I stop myself from moving forward because my body makes me uncomfortable or something? There's a book that I read. I don't have it here. The Alchemy of Being a House or something like that. I'm not sure I'm remembering it right. I might give it to Michka to post in the comments. But it's a beautiful, inspirational autobiography about a woman who has had a spinal injury and been in a wheelchair for most of her life because of a car accident when she was 6 months old. The number of surgeries she's had through the years, and the number of accomplishments she had just because her normal was adapting to being in that body. And each stage of that body's growth and each surgery was like a new adaptation for her. So this is where like perspective shifts, because we approach our own life as this insurmountable thing and the people in our lives as these impossible things, when we could step back and look at the bigger picture and decide for ourselves. I have a lot more gumption in me than I was told I have. That was a lie. What I believe is that I am capable of anything that I'm putting my mind to, because as long as I decide that me working towards myself is normal, then I'm going to be motivated to work towards myself and help myself in life. So like, that book kind of put my life into perspective for me and inspired me to like, why am I getting depressed and sitting on the couch about my pain and not doing anything about it? I'm actually making it worse. And I didn't really want to recognize that. But we have to. The discomfort is in the hard truth, but that's what sets us free.
Right.
So that it is exactly what alleviates the discomfort. It's not comfortable to stay in misery. And we are capable of accomplishing anything because our bodies adapt to any circumstances that we choose to adapt to. So we have to choose to adapt with limitations, without limitations, whatever. We'll figure it out.
Unless, of course, you are enjoying that addiction to misery and want to stay where you're at, and that's perfectly fine. That's your choice.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not said passive aggressively. That's said directly. That's your choice.
And sometimes we make that choice because we're not ready to do the full pivot. And that's okay. Sometimes we go backwards. Sometimes we pivot and then go back. It's not a straight line. It's like this. It's a spiral. It's not.
And the algorithm is going to change.
It's like my hair. It's curly. There's no shame in our journey.
And the algorithm is going to change.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
41.
Boy, this is getting expensive. The pivot dance.
Oh, don't make me write a song with that title.
Yes. Oh,
No,
yes.
No. No.
This is kind of a pivot episode, isn't it?
That's not me not wanting to step out of my comfort. I don't want to do that. I just don't want to do that.
Uh, and
Because
that's
it'll wind
okay
up
too.
it'll wind up coming out like Men of Hats.
And that's totally fine too. I can't wait to hear what tomorrow's message is going to be on the core,
Oh my
because
God.
we can't make this shit up. Not tonight, not any of the shows, not tomorrow. Oh gosh, but I'm cursing enough for everybody. But I would like for us to start gearing up what we want to see happen on Founders Day for ourselves. What do we want to see happen with the radio station? And
Yeah, let me bring that
getting our
graphic up
minds.
real quick.
Yeah.
'Cause on July 16th, beginning with the core at 11 a.m. is Founders Day, Raise the Phoenix.
Mhm.
And the whole day. One of the things that we are doing to help gear up for that, I meant to make it go away, not for that to happen. Okay, there we are. One of the things that we're doing, which I talked about on Monday on Brindle's Vision, is that Diane and I believe Michael as well, are offering as a raffle either a 10-minute, half hour, or full session of reading. And like I said, some of my full sessions can go for an hour to an hour and a half. Just depends on how deep we wind up going.
Mm-hmm.
But to put your name in the hat for the 10-minute, it's $10. For the half hour, it's $50. For the full, it's $75. And one thing I don't know if she remembers or not, but anybody who subscribes at the $75 level on embersoflight.net, if you become one of our monthly subscribers, we'll give you automatically, no raffle needed, we will give you a reading if you subscribe. So we have that. And the raffle winners will be pulled right before we go live on the core.
Yes.
So we will be announcing who those readings will be going to on the core during the show.
So if you want to get some kind of reading, go for those raffles.
And the reading will be your choice of reader. So it could be me, it could be Diane, it could be Michael. And there is no hard feelings for anybody who is or isn't chosen.
Right.
Because who you align with, we all have very different reading styles. And if you align with any one of us more than the other, good. That's how it should be.
If you align with all of us, that's fine too. Like, it doesn't, for me, it's where are you at right now and who do you feel like is going to best fit your needs right now? So that's, your choice needs to be completely out of where you need to direct yourself in that moment. So thank you for saying that, because I want to make sure everyone's clear. It don't matter to us. We're all happy to do whatever. We're offering ourselves and making ourselves available to you.
I mean, if everybody chose Diane, I'd be like, cool, I don't have any extra work. Have fun. If everybody chose everybody but me, I'd be like, all right, thanks. I'll go write the pivot dance now. So
Although he would also love to read for you, so
obviously. Of course I would love to read for you guys. I love tapping in and calling you out on your own shit and making you uncomfortable, because I'm going to pull the stuff out of you that you're not wanting to pay attention to. And that's what this show is about. Let the new in. What is it that you have been wanting to do, but you're afraid?
Right.
Because it was going to cause you to step out of the comfort that you've known for so long.
Yeah. I mean, us even talking about donations and stuff like that and raffles is like kind of like uncomfortable, because we're asking for support. And, that's for us a big deal too, because it shows us that we're evolving and we're growing and we're moving forward.
Because we are fully aware that there are other stations that aren't asking for help and they're just asking for music. We're aware of that.
They also don't have the zero financial backing that.
That part.
So, you know, and we love what we do. We love doing this for you guys. We love sharing our knowledge and information. I know that everyone gets something out of it, and y'all are healing. And this is like a beautiful way of it happening. So, because we created this amazing community now of individuals who are here to support each other with no judgment and no comparisons, none of that stuff. And it all came because people love to sing.
Yeah.
People just want to sing.
And I'd love to be able to give a kickback to Michael, because he created such a stunning, user-friendly, amazing looking website. Didn't ask. He was like, I'm going to do this for you. So I would love to be able to give a kickback on that, but I can't do it without your help.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Michael.
And whenever I need something updated on it, I tell them, and within a few days, it's done. And it looks amazing. It's got chat rooms. It's got merchandise. It's got you can listen right there. You can watch the Twitch. You can watch the replays, listen to the replays. There's a chat room for every show. Mm-hmm. It's just amazing.
I would also suggest watching the replays at different times in your growth and evolution, because you're going to hear something different and you're going to understand it differently. So the information in there is solid, and you can go back to them multiple times if you need to.
Absolutely.
So yeah, it's great to have. It's great information to have at your fingertips. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But so far, the rest of the lineup going on Founders Day after the core, Amanda, Papa Duck 78, is going to have a special episode of Mystic Mist at 12:30. And we're going to be flipping back and forth between the radio stations. So some of them are going to be on Rise, and the other ones are going to be on Awakenings. Mm-hmm. So on Rise, from 12:30 to 2:30, she will be doing a special episode of Mystic Mist. At 2:30, I will be back here on Awakenings with a special episode of Brindle's Vision, where it's going to be all originals. No covers. All originals.
I can't wait for that. That's going to be amazing.
It's going to be a great show. And I'm working in the background to try and get a few special guests to send their music in. I don't guarantee that's going to happen, because it was kind of a late thought. Because it took me out of my comfort zone to ask. But then after I'm done, Michael's going to go live with Defining Your Character, and he's planning on doing his regular show with an additional drop. So get the music ready for when he goes live. And then that night, Will Iomi will close up Founders Day at 9 with Honky Tonk Heaven. So we got a lot going on that day. It's going to be an exciting day, full of music, full of opportunities. Yeah. So mark your calendars, mark your times. Over on Facebook, on the Embers of Light page on Facebook, you can set yourself a reminder by going on the event that I created over there for it. All right. And don't forget, on the website, you can donate at any time. But if you donate between now and the 15th, any of the levels that I mentioned before, and there's a video on the Facebook page that explains that a little bit better too. But any of the links that are there, you can donate at any time or subscribe. Either way, we are grateful for you. We're grateful for everything that you do, and all the music that you send for the other shows, and for being here each and every week to support us and the great conversations that go on in the chat. We love you so much.
We love you so much. Go love yourselves. Do your homework. We love you.
Yes. So, for the people in the back that missed it the first time, let the new in.
Yes, do it.
Opportunity comes knocking, wants to come in, resisting the change, don't know where to begin. Sitting in the silence, trapped in the tunnels of the mind, life is stagnant, situations unkind. The heart may be restless, but comfort is there. A routine on repeat, not getting anywhere. Stuck in the limited, trapped in the reasons. Time keeps on moving, the changing of seasons. Awareness in the mind, following the heart, convincing the body to embrace a new start. Like an addict coming down, the body craves the next fix. So used to the stagnant, healing feels like a risk. It likes to hold on to everything known, even if a better way is shown. Nerves on alert, anxiety soars, increasing the fear to walk through the door. Stuck in the limited, trapped in the reasons. Time keeps on moving, the changing of seasons. Awareness in the mind, following the heart, convincing the body to embrace a new start. Stepping out of the comfort and everything known, relaxes the limited to find a new zone, expanding the chances for change to begin is the only way out, to let the new in. Get out of the limited, a new life is your reason. No more time wasted, not another season. The mind is aware, you can follow your heart. The body catches up, you embrace a new start. Embrace a new start. A new start. A new start.
Hey, this is Brindlewolf. You're listening to Rise Awakenings, part of the Rise Radio Network where advice meets action, with programs to spark your growth, lift your spirits, and help you rise into your potential. Rise Awakenings, hear the call. Through the static, we break the wall. Your station, your voice where dreams awaken and climb. Rise Awakening, now is the time. Rise Awakenings, let's rise together.